1997, I actually started playing drums. The very next month, April of 97, I hooked back up with Matt and we formed a new project called Wicked Sandbox. This name came from the song title of the same name from Last Crack, the album My Burning Time. This is when I had my Ludwig 17-piece drum kit with 3 Siljan cymbals that hung from rafters on ropes in Matt's basement where we recorded. I bought this kit from an ex-co-worker for only 75 bucks. During April of 97, I invited Rob to come jam with Matt and I under Wicked Sandbox. It was around my birthday and it was so cool for the 3 of us to jam together and to record our memories. Even though the recording was very shitty, the guitars were way too loud, which drowned out the drums. But regardless, it was fun. No vocals were ever done for the 3 Wicked Sandbox demos. In May 97, Rob and I recorded a small EP outside my place called Dead Forever. We were so loud that our neighbor friends came over to watch us and hang out while we recorded. Rob and I did our vocal duties, but mine were pretty much fuck it, I don't care anymore type of attitude, in which I didn't. This demo was supposed to be the end of Mazzey forever, hence the title. I still wanted to create music, but not in this style. It was at this point where it seemed I was going back to that we were going back to the alternative metal style, and I didn't want to do it anymore. I wanted the music to be more metal, and I wanted to progress, but it wasn't going that way, so Rob and I split up and went our separate ways. I was out of the loop for the rest of that year, and in 1998 came along. I was planning on getting married and at this point, and wanted to focus on that. March 99, Matt and I get together once again to start a brand new project entitled Empty. We were both so stagnant with our music playing, so we warmed up and started jamming down this basement. No vocals were ever recorded. It was just all instrumental project. This was the only demo recorded under this name. I think shortly after this, I got rid of my 17-piece Ludwig kit. In May of 99, Rob and I got back together as Mazzey and recorded a new album. I got a hold of my good friend Colin, and since I got rid of my drum kit, he had a 5-piece TKO kit, so that's what I used to record with. We recorded in Colin's above garage storage area, which we called Brown Studios. That same year in July, we recorded Imploding Explosion. Colin participated on that album by adding extra accents to the drums and also some clean guitar riffs, while Rob did the lead vocal parts there. Later that year in November, Rob and I got together at Colin's for one last time to record Deuce. This was an experimental album that Rob had mostly written, and I only had lyrics for one song entitled Her Little Secret. From the whole album, this song was the absolute hardest to play. And we also included a 14-minute rehearsal recording of the track on the album that I entitled Her Little Fuck-Ups. Musically, the rest of the tracks were all improvised as we went along, except for this one. This album was the last of the serious Mazzey albums ever recorded. With no drum kit, no word from Rob, I wanted to make some music. I'm not sure exactly where Matt was at the time, but I had my Windows 98 computer and started looking into composing music on the computer. I found a program called DrumStation DT010, DT010. It was a techno-styled drum kit type of software, but at least it was something I could mess around with for the time being. I made 2 albums under my alias JS period in February of 2000. Later that month, Matt and I got back together to create a brand new project simply called Jinx, in the vein of just regular heavy and thrash metal. Him and I went to Robert M. Size and got me a green 5-piece Yamaha drum kit. It was $1,000. I never paid for it, and I never made payments on it. To this day, I still get mail begging for a settlement price for like a few $100. I sold the drum kit in 2006 to my friend Walt Davis for $400. So we recorded the Atrocious Chaosis demo album. It was by far the best album that we have ever done together for a cassette tape. For a cassette tape, the quality was astounding. It was fucking awesome. You didn't really hear a lot of background fuzz noise or anything. I did vocals on this album, and once again screaming into the tape recorder's microphone. The following month, in April 2000, Rob and I get together for one last time at Collins to record what was supposed to be a remake of the songs from our second demo, entitled Holocaust 2000. The whole fucking recording was nothing but a complete joke to me, but Rob kind of took it seriously, maybe a bit too seriously. There were no real songs recorded, basically just practice sessions of the songs that we were going to re-record and update, and a few piss breaks, which we took the recorder in to the toilet with us and recorded ourselves peeing. I had future plans to go the gothic route with Mazzey, and I had a project planned. But later got canned, and I went to try to form it myself with Colin. Holocaust 2000 ended Mazzey for good, and put Mazzey in its final resting place in early 2001. A year later, I had some drum samples that I either found online or that I recorded and decided to remix the Jinx album from the previous year that Matt and I did together. Added some low bass samples and trying to accentuate the drums a bit to give it more of a kick. In October of 2001, Colin recorded some demo guitar riffs for me, and with some bass guitar and drum samples that I had, I put together my own project entitled Fatal Dream. I called the demo Vampire, and was somewhat gothic metal style. I had lyrics written, but I never vocalized them. May 2002, I ran into a new software for the computer called EJ. got together with my sister and we recorded a 7-track instrumental demo. It was another techno-styled album. Shortly after this, my wife was about ready to spit out another kid, so my focus on music was buried, to say the least. But in the back of my head, I wasn't even close to being finished with writing and composing music.